Alright, guys and gals, it's Jeffrey Beanside again, and I got hung up on the engine bay, so I really didn't get very far along on the brake job this weekend. But the old Gremlin's got Delco brakes on it. It's a 76 model, and disc brakes were an option, I think, in 76, but it's got the brakes, and calipers are not leaking or anything. I've got a set of rebuilt calipers for it, but I don't think I'm going to put them on. The brake pucks look good. Looks like it's had a brake job fairly recently. Car had about 80,000 miles on it when I found it in the tow yard. But it's going to need brake hoses, and I've got them right here. I just checked, and they're dormant hoses, and it looks like the right part, so got that. And I'm going to put shocks on it. I got this car's been sitting around in paint for about 10 years in various storage buildings and airplane hangars, and I got these old, I don't know what brand of shock that is, but I think it's a replacement shock. And I have some Monroe Radiomatics I'm going to put on it. They're not even gas shocks, but I'll try them. And I do have conies for the back, and I'm going to put a rear sway bar on it out of a AMC Concorde. Got a front sway bar here ready to put on it. I'll put that on the next couple of days. But I kind of wanted to show you little features of it here, and then I'll give you a progress report on the brake job as we go along. Thanks for watching. Auto parts store today, and they will turn the rotors. AMC used Delco disc brakes for the small cars in 1976. I'm not sure what the big cars got, but these are Delco. So parts are available. Rotors, I think, are fairly cheap, and the calipers are available. And there's a caliper bracket. The spindle, actually, you can unbolt on an AMC. And the rest of the brake parts they're just dirty. The suspension parts don't appear to be worn. I think those are original brake hoses that were on it, and so it's time. And I think my earlier video showed you the worn place on the hose. So I have new hoses and shocks. I'm going to get the rotors turned, and like I said, the brake pucks look like new, and then everything else will be cleaned up, and I'll start putting it back together. Talk to you later, and thanks a lot for watching. Okay, on the brake job, I had a problem getting the brake hose off, as many of you I'm sure have done in the past. Once in a while you almost can't help rounding off a brake fitting, and I did that using a line wrench, but it didn't fit on there very snugly, and it's a Craftsman wrench. Had good luck with it in the past, but it failed me this time. I tried to salvage the fitting by filing the sides and see if I could rebuild the shoulders on the fitting, and that's a lost cause. So anyway, I ended up having to cut it off, cut the line at a convenient location, go to the auto parts store, and I already had this 12-inch piece of pre-made line on my shelf to replace the end on this line. It's a fairly intricate brake line. It goes across the back of the firewall from the proportioning valve, and I did not want to have to rebend this line myself, so it's not available in the aftermarket. So the patch was the splice was the logical alternative. So I used the I used my flaring tool kit and flared the fitting and went to the auto parts store, got the union, and got it pretty much ready to go back in, which it won't look too bad. That's a convenient place inside the wheel well to make the union there. So as long as I can get it all up tight and get it repositioned in there, I'll be good to go. Thanks for watching. Bye. Guys and gals, back on the brakes again, and I'm just showing you I got the brake parts cleaned up. Have rebuilt Bendix calipers for the brakes. I got the rotors turned this morning, and I'm ready to put the driver's side back together. I'm leaving the passenger side pretty much assembled, and that'll provide a blueprint for me, answer any questions about how to put it all back together. But looks like it's had at least one brake job before. There's one wheel bearing that doesn't match, Japanese bearing, and the rest of them are Timken bearings, and they all cleaned up good, no blue on the rollers, and so I'll grease it all up and put it all back together. I wanted to show you I cleaned up the control arms too. It's not a restoration, I'll keep saying that, but I did use the Eastwood paints, you know, the bare steel and the cast blast for the cast parts, and it just cleans everything up. I was able to have a good look at the hardware and the ball joint boots, and you know, pretty much be satisfied that it's going to run for a while. And I'll catch you later in the brake job. Thanks for watching. Guys and gals, this is the final video on the passenger and the driver's side of the brake job. At least I may not show anything on the passenger side anyway, but I got the brakes all put back together. Came out pretty good. They are Bendix calipers. I've been saying Delco because the master cylinder is a Delco master cylinder. And a little story about the pushrod boot. I got it off eBay, and it also fits a Corvette master cylinder, and they wanted an arm and a leg for it. But I found the whole rebuild kit for the master cylinder for $10 including shipping on eBay, so turned out to be a pretty good deal. Anyway, I got this finished up pretty much last night, and got the brake line back in. You can see the splice down there. So start working on the shocks and do the passenger side. Thanks for watching.